And he's like, that he was asked about that. And he's like, well, they spent some time looking for her themselves. Uh, hello? Should a cop just be so nonchalant about parents who wait forever? I mean, they passed a law now that if you don't report your child missing within 24 hours, your ass is going to jail.
Yep. Well, my thing is this though. Why would you trust anything coming out of a corrupt cop's mouth?
I don't. I don't.
Sorry, that man is corrupt. How many times did he go to bat for his pedophile of a son?
True.
How many times did his son reach out and touch children that he covered up because of his position?
Right. I don't understand why an abduction was the first thought. Even well-behaved children can get adventurous. Maybe C had her eyes off of a lot longer than she said and was afraid to say so because of DCS.
I agree. Maybe I agree because, like I said, there's time. Listen, there's the time. There's a whole lot of space of time for something to happen. A whole lot of space before she made that call, and then she still had 40 minutes before they showed up.
Right.
So there's space and gaps that nobody has a clue what the hell happened.
Well, I don't.
Bernie, she's
Yeah.
7 now.
Well, but the poster still says 5. So
Yeah. Well, I like to keep it in my head that she's still breathing.
yes,
Even
yes.
though, listen, even though all things by now point to where she isn't, I want to still think she is.
I'm pretty sure we all do, hun. Trust me.
And mind you, the reason why it got the hunter as bad as it did, his baby sister, my daughter, is the same age.
Oh wow.
That's why it hits Hunter so hard.
Your daughter's blonde haired, blue eyed too, isn't she?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, unless
She.
well, you got to remember, my kids like to dye their hair, cut their hair,
Oh, okay.
so
I
you
started
got to
saying
remember it's a crack shoe.
right.
But I believe, but yes, her original hair color is blonde hair, blue eyes.
I
Uh oh,
figured.
yeah. So I don't blame Hunter for being attached to Summer the way he was because his sister is the same, except for his sister is about 5 pounds less in weight. So
So your daughter's the same age as Summer.
yes, ma'am.
I never thought about doing this. Of course, my granddaughter's short for her age, but you are to take and measure your daughter and weigh her. And I are to do the same with my granddaughter and see how much of a difference there is and see about what size Summer would be now.
I've done that.
Have you?
Yep.
How
And
much did she weigh?
right now she's at 50 pounds.
And how tall is she?
Oh geez. I didn't really get her height yet, but I know she had a recent doctor's appointment. I'm
I
not
don't.
really
I'm just.
I'm not
There's
really
so
on
many.
talking terms with her mother.
Huh?
I'm not really on talking terms with with my daughter's mother right now.
Andrew, you's a busy little bee, wasn't you?
No, no, no. Listen, I have Hunter, um, my youngest son, my eldest daughter, my 9 year old, and my 7 year old. But
Oh, I was
my
thinking you had like 8 or 9 of them.
no, 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 no. My youngest son and my eldest daughter are from the same mom,
Mm.
and they were born under a year apart, so they're considered Irish twins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, he did. Real Rockin' Robin. He did have a relationship with his sister.
Did he ever tell you why Summer's head was shaved?
No, but
Okay.
like I said, I have little girls that I have girls that live with me, and they like their hair short in the summer because their hair grows in thick, and they overheat, so they like to have their hair short for the summer. My 12-year-old likes her hair short because I guess it's the new style or something. I got nothing. It's all the TikTok crap.
I got a question for you.
But
Have you, over the past 2 years, fallen madly in love with Jody Sue?
hell no.
Well, what do you think of her?
I want to crack her in the mouth. She says a lot of evil things, and I don't like it. And this is coming from a guy who speaks a lot of evil stuff a lot of the time, and I don't like what she has to say.
Right.
And I
That's
tried to be nice. I did. I tried to be nice. I tried to talk to her nicely, and she wants to get all rude and all huffety about everything. Well, guess what? I'm not being nice no more.
right. That's what I was asking you, is what you thought of her. I just thought I'd be a smart aleck and wonder if you'd fallen in love with her like all the other men have.
No, I'm good.
Are you good?
Oh yeah, I'm happy with my wife. Thank you. And besides, Jody Shoe's too scrawny for my blood.
Oh, okay. That was a quick response, Robin says.
Well, yeah, trust. Yeah. No,
Did you ever meet
I never met her.
did you ever meet her in person?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'll be in your version of Tennessee County Jail.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Listen. I'm a nice person. I show respect, but there's a lot of times where I just let things go, and then I just let it bottle up, and then when I have enough, I just let it all go at once, and it's really not pretty at the end of the day.
That sounds a lot like me. I let water roll off my back until I just can't no more, until I start drowning. And then I
Yep,
got to start yelling.
exactly. Did he did he talk about the bad people? Who? Who's
I'm
he?
assuming April's talking about Hunter.
Uh oh no, she's probably talking about me. The bad people, yeah, I know what the bad people, who the bad people are. I just not gonna insinuate who they are, so that way it keeps everybody safe.
Okie doke.
Well, you never know who's watching.
H's friends. Okay. I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, I don't. Like I said, I won't. I will say certain things, but I won't insinuate exactly who they are because it keeps everybody safe and no consequences could be had.
Right.
Bro, I'm gonna do more than run from the woman. Jesus, be running from the police up on Ben. Man, people be running from me. I ever go on Ben Hill. I tell you that because I won't go alone.
I
Cause
would like to go up there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would go up, but like I said, I got too much family stuff going on,
Right.
and as it stands right now, I really can't afford that kind of trouble because I'm kind of under your laws right now
Right.
due to what's going on with Hunter outside of the case.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and I never realized how very little your laws differ from mine.
Really?
Yeah, they don't differ by much.
Huh.
But yet again, down there, corporal punishment is not frowned upon
What you mean, in schools or at home, or?
at home.
Well, it depends on the age of the child too, though. During
Yep,
certain ages, you're allowed to whip them with a belt or whatever, and other ages you're not, for some
up here,
stupid
you're
reason.
not, that's blacklisted up here. So, I mean, a lot of things now a lot of things down there that you can do for punishments and discipline for your children, you really can't do up here. So, and everybody is like, certain people are frowning because I yell. It's like that's the only thing I got left. That's the only thing I can do.
Right.
I can't just turn around and whoop their ass because that's child abuse up here.
Well, the
So,
way people, I don't, yours the same age as my kids. But when I was raising my kids and when I was raised, whip their ass, that was a way to teach them right from wrong. Nowadays, if you yell at them, oh, it's child abuse. If you whip them,
Yep.
it's child abuse. The only thing you can actually get away with doing is taking their phone away from them. And then I'm sure that it's not going to be long. They're going to find a way to say that's child abuse.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. I mean, when I was growing up, if I was to talk to my parents the way my kids talk to me sometimes, I would have gotten a belt.
Right.
Nowadays,
Oh,
you can. Oh, what happened?
my mom was the one with the switches. You know, you go
Oh,
pick me a switch.
oh, I remember those
Yeah.
days too. My grandma was the same. My grandma was the same way. Disrespected. Listen, you fell out of line at grandma's house. You had to go out back and pick a switch, and if you didn't pick the right one, grandma was going to get a bigger one.
Yeah, exactly. And if you said something out of the way, you cussed or something, you got popped in the damn mouth. And when you said something, or if a parent said something to them, well, let me tell you something. That smart ass, that word didn't come out their ass. Why pop their
Uh
ass?
huh. But but listen, it's not. But listen, the way I look at it though is that my parents, they raised me right. They did right by me. I chose the path I chose on my own.
Right,
I mean, there was a whole lot of my ass got whooped a whole lot of times coming home at 1, 2, 3 in the morning.
right.
But I still did not. I still went out and did my own thing. I
Yeah,
mean,
you can lead a horse to water. You just can't make him drink it. You can raise your children right. That doesn't mean they're always going to pick the right path when they're grown. But at
exactly.
least you know you've done your job to the best of your ability.
Yep. And the way I look at it though is that with the line of work that I do, which is odd jobs and you know a little of this, a little of that. I mean, up here you're allowed to spank your child as long as they're clothed and you don't have any rings on and it's open hand. I can't even do that because my light SWAT is heavy because I'm heavy handed because of the line of work I chose to do in my life.
Right.
So, no, but I still hear switch stories from the yeah.
Oh, how old are these old men you're talking about?
Listen, I don't know.
I didn't think you were that old, Sandy. Come on. Of
We're only
course,
as old as we feel.
you're what, 36, Andrew? 35, 36, if I
35.
remember right. Okay. See, you're actually younger than all of my children.
You don't seem that old, young lady.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. My oldest son will be 40 years old this year,
Congratulations.
but I'm only 15 years older than him.
Oh, you started young, huh?
Yes, I did.
Nothing wrong with that.
My two oldest boys yell at me all the time if I start talking about being old because they'll say, You need to shut up. You're only 15 years older than me, or you need to shut up. You're only 17 years older than me. What,
Like,
gee,
well, listen. We listen. I mean, my kids, man, they look at me. My kids, they look at me. They're like, "Dad, you're old." I'm like, "Well, listen, I may be old, but that's only because I had you late in 20, so I don't want to hear it."
right? What's my oldest son? He adopted his daughter when he was 25. And I thought, Lord, before she gets grown, I'm going to be so old.
No.
Well, my oldest granddaughter's 19 now. So,
Hey, look at that. Hey, Dippy. I go after the older kids, lol, with switches, especially when they are being smartasses. Nice. Listen, even to this day, I go to my grandma's house. I take my shoes off at the door. I dress like I'm going. I dress in my best Sunday outfit just to go for a visit.
right.
I know
You got to
better.
show respect. You got to show respect to your elders.
Oh yeah,
That's what we were taught, anyways.
but nowadays these kids, oh my lord.
Yeah, Jesus.
But I mean, I try not to yell as much, but you know, my loud. I'm a loud person in general, and my 10-year-old can't understand speech in her left ear, so I have to be a bit louder than usual. And to a lot of people, it sounds like I'm really screaming at her, and I'm really not.
Well, I'm probably going to get bashed for this, but I'm telling you right now, as much as I hate yelling, I do. I hate it with a passion because it just grates on my nerves nowadays. But
Mhm.
I would much rather a parent yell at their child as to pick something up and whip them and possibly hit them harder than what they mean to.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, yeah, granted, yelling can cause issues later. You can not always can cause some issues later on, but at the end of the day, I would prefer the yelling over the hitting and the physical abuse, the SA, the whole nine. I mean, there's a lot of disgusting parents out there that are doing way worse to their children behind closed doors than people just yelling.
Exactly. 100%. There's a lot of people out there that's just doing away with their children.
Yeah,
Look
and
at, go
as
ahead.
a parent, listen, my girls, they're smart. They sleep with bricks next to the side of their beds.
That is sort of smart.
Well, they have a daddy who lived most of his life on the wrong side of the tracks, so I taught him
Right.
young.
My mom was 16 years older than me. She loved switches and belts or brooms. I had my baby girl at 38 and she will be 25 next month. Never had to whip my daughter. Well, my son has, I don't think my son has ever whipped his daughter. And like I said, he adopted her when he was 25. She's the
No.
one that's 3 days younger or older than Summer.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, 3 days. But I agree. When you're older, you have more patience. I have more patience with my grandkids than I did my kids.
Oh, listen, I got patience with my kids. When I actually yell, it means that I spoke to them nicely 5 or 6, 8 times before I had to yell. I mean, I could get really mean with my words, but listen, I got a trucker's mouth, so my favorite word is usually the F word.
Right. Mine is too when I'm around people that use it a lot.
Oh yeah, I love. Listen, I actually have been trying not to swear as much on my channel.
That's good. I mean,
So
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying it shows respect for yourself more than anybody else
oh yeah,
if you try to. Because I mean, you can when you get mad, you can always cuss up a storm. I mean,
oh
it's
yeah.
not like you forget that vocabulary.
No,
Trust me, I know.
I'm trying to do better for myself and my children because my girls look up to me. I mean, Sunday we went out back and had some fireworks in celebration of my daughter's 10th birthday, and I let her light one off. I let her sister light one off. Nothing big, but I mean, they look up to me and they enjoy having fun, but they also know rules are there in place to keep them safe and to help them learn ethic because they want money to spend. Okay, well, you're going to have to earn it
Right.
because
That's
they
something.
always, uh,
Oh, I was going to say that's something that everybody keeps saying that everybody needs these creators and stuff need to watch what they're saying and who they're accusing and all this because as the Wales boys get older or if when Summer comes home when she gets older she's going to be able to go back and watch all this stuff. What people are not realizing is that when your own children or your grandchildren get older they're going to find you on YouTube and they're going to be hearing everything that you're saying and watching everything that you're doing. What are they going to think about you when that happens? And Andrew, well, I wasn't directing that at you. I
no.
was directing that at everybody.
Oh, well, see, listen, my youngest son wound up coming across my channel somehow. I don't know how because and he wound up being in my chats one day, and yeah, I ain't heard the end of it since.
Right. Well, my grandkids pop in every now and then on my chats. So
Hmm.
That's why I know, like, you're being watched whether you believe it or not by
Yeah.
other people besides the good Lord above.
Oh yeah. And then I had, let's see, Hunter popped in once. I mean, it was all good.
Right.
We didn't discuss nothing big, not much. He just wanted to talk and vent a little bit, which was nothing bad about that. And YouTube took that and ran with it as I'm a bad parent because I allowed him on panel. No, we were just having a simple conversation. By technicality, just because he's my son does not mean he's not a guest on my channel.
Right, but you're not supposed to have people under the age of 18 on your panel unless you mark it as for kids.
Yeah, I think that was an open panel one, and I didn't really mark that as anything.
Right.
Usually I have it marked for 18 plus. Usually.
Right.
But when I do my open panels, I don't really have it marked as anything. I just let it go with whatever. I mean, I barely even remember to go in after panel and monetize the video.
Oh, I know. Well, what gets me is you have to wait on them stupid uh checks and stuff, and then I forget to go back and put the ads in it.
Oh
And
yeah.
what I don't understand is all these creators that are putting the ads in before they ever even start their live stream. I don't get that.
Oh, you can.
How?
If you live stream straight through YouTube itself,
Uh-huh.
um, you get to the part where it asks you to monetize or
Yeah.
not, and you at the bottom it'll ask you if you want to put ads on your throughout your live stream, and you can just click that, and it'll put ads at the beginning, the middle, the end, wherever they feel.
Oh, well, then I use StreamYard. That's why I couldn't figure it out then.
Do you pay for StreamYard?
Well, I used to, but I don't anymore because I've not been doing as many lives.
Um, try Restream. They don't have a max amount of time you can use.
Restream doesn't?
No,
Oh,
that's why I use it. I use Restream because you can live stream for as ever long as you feel on there, and you don't have to worry about using your monthly time.
right. Well, StreamYard has been giving me troubles. I mean, it tried to go live the other day without my knowledge of it.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't play around with StreamYard no more. I went to Restream. Not to mention you got more options on Restream as well.
Right. I'll have to download it and give it a try and see what it's like.
It's pretty decent. I mean, you can do borders, you can do banners. You can even put up in the beginning of the video. You can put a timer on there, whole nine.
Oh, awesome.
And you can also turn around and you can view who you put on panel before they're even up there. You can even mute them if you feel. You got a lot more options over there.
Right.
If you want to pay for the restream, you can even record your live, so you can go for your own personal and go over it later. So
Well, that's awesome.
Don has just started thinking about the boys seeing all the garbage they have done on YT almost 2 years. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say this. If Don really, really, really cared, he would have taken them boys and went somewhere else as soon as as soon as Summer went MIA. He would have not just went out and looked for her. Instead of going up on the internet and going up on whatever and acting like a fool, he should have just taken the boys and left and made sure that they were safe, sound, and then turned around and dealt with everything.
Right.
And he also should have been out there on foot looking for his child.
Exactly.
That's from that point of view.
That's what I've been saying. They say, oh, the cops told them not to look. Don't look. Well, the cops can't tell you to go out in your front yard, and you are allowed to go out in your front yard. Well, their whole front yard is 11 acres. They could have been out there looking, and the cops couldn't have done nothing about it.
My point exactly. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm a little irritated at that right now. I am so sorry, honey.
You're fine.
That makes no sense. Who in their what cop in their right mind is going to tell the parents not to go look for their child? No sense whatsoever. This is the only time I have heard of such bullshit in my
Or
life.
for that matter, the whole community. You normally the community, the whole town starts looking for a child, and there's not a problem with it. But in this case, nobody was allowed to look for her.
Who was heading who was the one that supposedly made that order?
Ronnie Lawson.
Well, there you go.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sorry for the language. That just irritates me.
No, you're fine.
Like that's not even right. I mean, if somebody goes missing, you got everybody out there looking. Everybody. If there was a CPS investigation open, they couldn't move. I don't believe it.
No,
You're
he's
right.
not talking about them moving, honey. He was talking about like Don taking his kids to like one of his sisters or his dad's or something and leaving them and then dealing with the summer being missing.
Yeah, like get the boys out of that situation so it doesn't affect their mental state as bad, and then go. Like if one of my girls came up missing, I'd be calling my brother, sending my other daughter down to him, and then I'd be out looking. Because that way I have at least one child safe, sound, and under lock and key, and I can go do what I have to do no matter what.
Right. And you know they'd be looked after and you wouldn't have to worry about whether you're squalling your eyes out or not.
Yep.
Or if you're out looking after dark, you know, what's going on with your kids.
And that way I can do what I would have to do
Exactly.
without a guilty conscience. Because you see, I've already been asked this question 100 times. If it was my kid, what would I do? Well, darling, I'd be in prison.
Right.
Because I'm sorry, those are my babies. Don't play with my babies.
Well, the thing about it is when I first heard about Candace and that cop supposedly telling her that she couldn't go look, my first words to that cop would be, "Look, dude, if you got to ask me questions, you can walk along with me, but my ass is going to look for my kid."
If a cop ever told me I couldn't go look for my kid, I would look at him and say, "You better arrest me and put me in jail now because ain't nobody big enough going to stop me."
Right. I agree, Robin. Right? Why would no family member come forward for the boys, or to even
Until,
try to help out?
time out. Until after the boys were taken.
Right.
After the boys were taken, all of a sudden, family coming out of woodwork.
Yeah, the whole town was allowed to look for Carly.
Yeah.
They were begged to look for Carly. U.S. Marshals was brought in 3 days after Carly went missing.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that case.
Carly Trent, she went missing in 2016 from Rogersville.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's the same description, except she was 4 years older than Summer, and they had a different TBI spokesperson. It was Josh Divine back then. And the whole entire town was asked to search for Carly. And the TBI gave an update every day the child was gone. U.S. Marshals were brought in the third day she was missing.
What's the difference between that case and this one?
I don't know, but she was found on day 12.
Okay.
By the public, supposedly. By the public.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. That guy's name was Donnie Lawson that found her.
A Lawson, huh?
Yeah, Donnie Lawson.
Now, is that his son?
Well, it was on his property. She was found in a cabin on his property.
Now, is that any relation to Lonnie?
You mean Ronnie? Yeah, well, we're still trying to figure out if it's his brother, his cousin, or how, you know.
Hmm. So that whole family got some dirty darts, huh?
Yeah. See, it was told by Quinn that it was Ronnie's property that she was found on, but then it changed and everything on YouTube disappeared that was relating it to Ronnie. And now it was just Donnie's property that she was found on.
So my question is, what is Officer Lawson hiding?
I don't know. Rocky Robbins says it is his brother.
I'm sorry, something. Okay, so he has a brother who had a child found on his property in a shed. He
Yep.
has a son that's an RSO, and he's in law enforcement. Huh?
Well, see, the thing about it is Donnie himself supposedly. Why would you go check your own property? We're talking miles away from where she went missing from. But him and three other guys took four wheelers and went straight to his cabins and looked to see if she was up there. And oh, they spotted him or spotted Gary Simpson, her uncle, and with the baby.
That don't smell right.
Yeah, well, that poor old man, and forgive me if I'm wrong. If he's guilty, then he deserved everything. But if I don't believe he was guilty, but when they found the girl, they took her to the hospital in Johnson City. She was evaluated. They said she was fine. She was just shook up. There was nothing wrong with her. A year later, they supposedly went back through his van that had been in impoundment this whole time because he was sitting in jail this time, the whole time.
Uh-huh.
They went through his van, found a note that supposedly listed off a few things that he wanted to do to her, took it into the jail, asked him, did he write that? And he's like, yeah, but I only did one or two things. And so then they brought it back up and got him for SA on the girl. And he wound up getting 25 years in prison. The dude didn't really go to trial until like 3 days before, 3 days after Summer went missing. And then he just passed in prison this past April.
Jesus.
This all happened in 2016, Andrew.
Miss You says it was the uncle was set up.
Yeah, I think so too. He had custody. Him and his wife had custody of these two girls prior to all this happening while
Come
the
on.
dad was in jail.
What was going on with the second girl? Anything come up with that?
No, she wasn't. He didn't take her. He just took the oldest one.
Do you see where I'm going with this? It makes no damn sense.
Oh, you ought to go back and watch some of my videos about it. Trust me, I know it don't make no sense.
Why would the uncle has custody of two females, young ladies, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, if the uncle had any negative intentions and he's into said younger
Right.
ladies,
Something
would
would have happened while he had them in his home.
Yeah, why would he take them all the way out, however far, when he could just do it in the privacy of his own home? Makes no sense.
Well, at the time, the father had gotten that back out of jail and retained custody of the girls. And then supposedly the uncle went to the school because he had not been removed off the list yet. He went to the school and picked up the child and took off with her. Okay, but the thing about it is if he was going to mess with her like that, he would have done it while he had her.
That's what I'm saying.
The grandmother said she swore up and down that he would have never hurt the child. She didn't think that anything like that would happen.
I don't believe it.
I don't either. And I think it's mysterious that they waited a year after the fact before they filed SA charges on him and then convicted him of 25 years.
Yeah, I don't believe it. But give me 1 second, darling. I have to use the restroom.
Okay. Sorry, I've not been paying attention to chat, guys. After the charges came out on Brandon, makes me wonder if it was him and poor old Gary got stuck with the charges. He was going senile. Life itself made more sense before I started following true crime. So much reality. Me and you both, honey, I agree 100%. And if it wasn't for the fact that right now I'm not working and this is my only means of drawing any kind of money, I would give it up tomorrow. I mean, not, I wouldn't want to give up on the kids, but I would definitely not be as into all of this as I am because it's just heartbreaking.
I agree. I do have to say there's a lot of negatives that come with doing YouTube and talking about cases. There's a lot of evil things that are said, even about those who are innocent and have not been proven guilty of anything.
Right.
Then that has a lot of harmful effects on on those that are just involved due to the factor of seeing them within the last 24 to 48 hours beforehand.
Right. Agreed. Oh yeah, that was something else about Carly Trent's case. Andrew, I don't know if you know about the pediatrician of Rogersville.
Hmm.
He became the pediatrician in 2005. In 2017, he was charged because he was having kids come to his own house. Now, get this, he's not married and don't have kids.
Hmm.
He was having small children come to his house and spend the night. Two little boys, and he got busted on those two.
In a lot of ways, hearing all this now, I am so thankful that that house fell through. It sounds like there's a lot of disgusting people in that part of Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, granted, the schools are good, but ain't no school that damn good for me to put my kids in that situation.
Well, you got to remember, not every place around Tennessee is Hawkins County.
No, I don't know. I mean, understandable. I heard there was a recent shooting in Nashville,
Yeah,
but
yesterday morning about 10 o'clock.
yep.
But
Um,
it was, from what I understand, it was a trans person who went into a Christian school and did it because they were Christians. I don't know if that to be true or not, but that's what I heard through the grapevine.
so it was a young person who was most likely picked on for their lifestyle and for the
Right,
way they were by probably somebody that goes to that school or one of the teachers at that school, and they had enough and they just snapped
right.
because a lot of people that refuse to understand choose bullying other than trying to understand,
Exactly.
and I don't think that's fair to anybody.
Says we should only donate to the creators and not the whales. The creators are the ones out or that put out good content out there for summer and keeps her name and other children's names out there. Well,
Yep.
honey, I mean, I'm not telling anybody don't try to help the people that you want to help. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do with their money. Lord knows, Lord forbid I said something the last time around. But what you should do, or what people, in my opinion, what they should do is find a local family or a child in need in their own area and donate it to them before they donate it to the creators, before they donate it to anybody else. I'm sure there are children at a local school that the teachers could tell you that, this family is in need or this child is in need. Go to Walmart, buy a couple of outfits for the kid, do something like that, and take it to the school and do an anonymous donation to that child. Because I mean, there's plenty of kids out there that don't have nice outfits or this or that, up to date backpacks or whatever, or for that matter, that probably are not eating well at home, and they could definitely use the money.
Definitely.
Although I'm not saying give the money to the families, you donate groceries
Yeah,
and take price tags off anything you buy.
exactly. And do not send receipt with.
No, don't no receipts either. No.
But that's another thing that a lot of people are angry about is because I was doing a live. My daughter come out and told me she was hungry. And I told her, well, you can't. And I told her, well, you got to go out, have a little bit of what's left. Well, what people don't understand is, simple factor is my daughter's on a doctor orders diet.
Right.
So I have to keep tabs on what she can eat and can't eat. And a lot of people frown upon that, thinking I'm just being heartless and mean. No, no, no. That's not how it goes. And that was more assumptions. Like a lot of people assume a lot of negativity throughout YouTube, real life, whole nine when they don't know the whole story.
Right. And I'm not saying your daughter, but other kids. You sometimes have a kid that is just bored and they want to eat out of boredom
Yep.
instead of finding something to occupy their time. And if they overeat, they're going to become obese.
Yep. And that's the thing. I mean, it sucks, but it's life. I mean, my daughter gets bored, she likes to eat, and it's very difficult because when I get bored I eat, but I don't gain weight as much as she does.
Right.
And it's hurtful because I know, she wants to sit there and eat, but it's like, listen, you can't. And everybody, and then I'll sit there and then listen. And then some kids have issues at school, no matter their sexuality, their height, their weight. And at the end of the day, I mean, it sucks. It's hurtful. Bullies suck. But my children, they ain't got to worry about none of that. Because, listen, I'll sit here, I'll mess around with them, pick on them. And they know that I'm not doing it to be mean or bully them. They know it's just because I'm joking with them to get them comfortable, because they're upset because if they come home from school and they're upset because a kid said something to them, say for instance, the other day, a kid called my daughter fat. And she was upset a little bit about it, but she's like, you know what? It's whatever. I don't care. And she went about her day and was happy about it.
Right.
Because I took the time to explain to her, like, listen, it don't matter what anybody says. You're my chunky butt. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you're beautiful just the way you are.
Yeah. And I keep telling, and it's not to poke fun at her or to be mean. It's like I explained to her, it's that, you know what, you got to get used to it. A lot of people there's a lot of mean people out there, and I don't want you to, to get upset or to cry or, throw a fit because somebody's calling you names. I want you to sit there and be comfortable with yourself. And you could ask my kid right now. She is very comfortable with the way she is due to me. Hunter said Don called about a man on the hill wanting to touch kids like a customer. Jody said Andy, what?
Okay, listen. It says Hunter said that Dawn called Candace while they were at Walgreens and said there was somebody up on the property wanting to touch the kids. He's meaning as in like a customer coming up there, like they were selling,
I don't
And
know.
that Jody Sue said Andy was selling illegal stuff to the Wells so that they could sedate the kids so they could be touched.
I don't believe all that. I think that's all hearsay.
Oh no, that Hunter did say that.
Yeah, but I think I'm not too sure if I'm not too
About
sure
the
if that wasn't
customer
told.
part. Yeah, the customer part. We don't know about that. But yeah,
Yeah,
Hunter did say that. That
yeah,
Dawn did call and say that.
but I'm saying I'm not too sure he wasn't coached on that.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. I mean that's a little too descriptive. If you know what I
Andrew,
mean.
do you know who Green Eyes is?
No.
Green Eyes has been a big part of this case. Well, the true crime part of it on YouTube.
I don't know what that is.
They both made matching statements about kid touching.
Yeah, like I said, like I said, I'm not too sure he wasn't even. It was that Hunter wasn't coached into saying it.
Right.
Green Eyes. There. Oh, Green Eyes. There you are. I think Green Eyes has been over on my channel.
Probably. Green Eyes, what was some of the other names that you used? Green Eyes. Green Eyes was his original handle, but he's used a few other names.
Probably. I mean, I
And
recognize the way Green Eyes is spelled. That's why I said he's been over on my channel.
yeah, he fought with a bunch of people, including me.
Ah, hey. Nothing wrong with a little bit of argument here and there. Makes things interesting a bit.
Actually, I've got a few pictures that people say is Green Eyes. He's a big mystery. Nobody knows who he is or where he's from.
There's nothing wrong with that. As long as he's one of those mysteries that aren't secretly psychopaths, because those are kind of crazy.
Right.
But they both had matching statements about kid touching. Okay, so who else outside of Hunter said something about it? Green Eyes.
Candace.
Candace.
Candace said that.
All right.
Yeah.
So, like I said, what makes me? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not too sure that he wasn't coached into saying it.
Right, because there was a lot of other statements that he made that Candace said basically the same exact words almost.
Yeah.
And I've done a video about that before too. Jody Sue said it.
Oh, Jesus. Well, of course she would. Just being honest, of course she would. I mean, the only reason why she's even relevant is because she lives across the street from where the incident happened.
Oh, Jody Sue said, okay, Jody Sue said that Andy B sells the product to sedate.
Now, outside of Jody Sue saying this, is there any confirmation on that being true?
No, there's no confirmation on it.
So it just could be a scorned lover trying to be an ass.
Right.
Okay. Now you see why I sit there and I think and I try to see if there's connections and why coincidental things are just coincidences and not actual fact. Because a lot of things don't exactly, add up properly. And it could be something as a scorned lover throwing out trash.
Right. Annabelle asks, do you know the date of that text? It's done.
Do you know the date of the text that H found in Kennedy? No, I don't. Not on hand. I might have gone over it in the last year. I'm not sure at this moment. My memory's kind of crappy, but I'll have to look back and see if maybe I did. Maybe I have the answer to that, but I'm not sure at this time.
Right. Green Eyes Discovering wants to know, have you ever met Jody Sue in real life?
No.
Yeah, he says no. Okie dokie, guys. Andrew, I want to thank you for coming up, but I've been on here for 4 hours, guys.
Oh, definitely, honey. I gotta get ready to go get my kids from school anyway.
All right. I appreciate everybody coming, and I appreciate everybody sticking around. And Andrew, I do appreciate you coming up and talking with us.
Oh, not a problem, darling.
I appreciate that so much. And like I said, I always appreciate your respect that you show me.
Always.
Absolutely, always. You have always showed me respect, and I do appreciate that.
I try to leave the circus on my end.
Okay, I appreciate that. Every once in a while, I like to have a circus, though. Hey, if you ever decide you feel like fighting, come over on Sundays at 1:00 to Polar Ends, and that's my fighting day. I love to argue. I really do.
All
right. I'm going to get off here, guys. I love you and thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you get all that you deserve in life. Bye, guys.